You're going to hear from our very own Trudy Mason at one point during traffic court this morning. 514-790-0800 for you to plead your case on what has happened to you. Did you just get a ticket? Like, did you get to your car parked on the street yesterday and say, oh, no, I got a parking ticket? Or do you have an all-time great classic story? We want to hear it. We begin traffic court this morning with Jeannie. Jeannie's in the city. Hey, Jeannie, how you doing?
Hi, Elias. I'm doing good. You?
Doing fantastic. Couldn't ask for anything more. Let me ask you, what do you drive, Jeannie?
Toyota Matrix.
A Toyota Matrix. Not bad. How's it going? Is it running well?
It's 10 years old, but yeah. No problems.
Good stuff. Reliable here. Okay, so Jeannie, what happened to you?
So I parked on the side of I moved to Remiorz about a year ago, and there's a store across the street where there's a parking zone for delivery only. Store's been closed over 8 months, if not more. So I got
no deliveries happening there.
No deliveries at all, exactly. So I got a parking ticket. So I'm thinking of contesting it. I did write to the city of Montreal. I'm saying the store's been closed for so many months, no deliveries, and I said I got a ticket. And they said, well, you could try to contest it. But I am in the wrong. I know that.
Oh, Jeannie.
But then it's like, do I take a chance and try to?
So you like what you're looking for here, right? You're looking for an ear that's going to say, Jeannie, you shouldn't get this ticket. It's an injustice. You need to fight it. That's what you want, right?
That's what I'd like, yeah.
So do you want what you want or do you want the truth?
Can
you handle the truth?
I could handle it. Go for it.
Jeannie, you shouldn't have parked there. I mean, like, Jeannie, I know the store is not open. I get that. But if it says livraison and it's got the arrow, you're done for. You're toast. You go into that courtroom, the judge is going to throw the book at you. I think you'd have a better possibility of winning if you had some story where you were, in fact, delivering something to your home for 5 minutes, and that's why you were there. Jeannie, I'm telling you, I don't think you have a chance. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Listen, as we've learned in this country over the last few years, judges are wrong all the time. So I could be wrong, too, because I'm just a fake radio judge. But I think you're done for, Jeannie. Have you parked there since?
No.
Are there other spots?
But there are others. There are other spots. I mean, when it's, that when they clean the streets, obviously you have to park on the right side of the street.
How much?
People that have got tickets.
How much was the ticket? $100?
Yeah.
Count your blessings. Count your blessings, Jeannie. It's not more. I wish you well. And if you fight it, you let us know how it turns out. Okay.
Great, Elias.
Jeannie in the Toyota Matrix. I absolutely love it. Now I want you to hear from our very own Trudy Mason. This actually happened earlier this morning. Trudy was in for Andrew Carter this morning, and I was doing our promo about what's coming up on the Elias Makos show, and I mentioned a traffic court was coming, and Trudy just had to tell us her story. Have a listen.
You know what happened last weekend?
Tell me.
Elias.
Tell me.
I don't even have to go to traffic court for it. We were in Kingston visiting my mom, going out for a nice dinner. This was going to be our Easter dinner is at this restaurant in downtown Kingston. And I had to very hurriedly find a parking space. I dropped my mom off at the restaurant, had to, was several blocks away, finally find a space. It's very tight to get into. And I'm doing a back and forward. And I had left my mom with Kev, and it was just Quinn in the car with me. So I get into the space, but I'm a little far from the curb. Little far. And Quinn's saying, Mom, you're too far from the curb.
But you're already, it's a tight spot. It's the worst situation.
Tight spot. It was so, and I said, we're going to be too late for our reservation. We gotta go. Yeah. He said, no, Mom, I can get out and direct you, to go. And no, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to ditch it, And so we went
to
the restaurant, take my chances. We come back on the windshield. You are parked too far away from the curb. warning only, no fine to pay.
Oh, you're so lucky, Trudy Mason.
Oh, so lucky I dodged
but
the
Quinn
bullet.
is like, probably, is that, you
Yeah.
see, I told you so.
Exactly. I said, Quinn, go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say
So
exactly
this was in
that.
Kingston, you said?
That was in Kingston.
So no tickets in Kingston, all friendliness.
No,
Warnings.
well, I did get the little thing, park closer to the curb. Piece of advice. Okay. All right. That's my little non-traffic court story.
I may re-air that at traffic court at 10:30, by the way. And there you have it. We certainly did. Isn't that amazing? Like Kingston, that's like the prison capital of Canada, seemingly very lenient when it comes to parking. That's how things roll here. Let me head over to Jamie in Pierrefonds. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. What happened to you, Jamie?
I'm gonna go on the same vein as Trudy, where I didn't get a ticket.
Okay, first things first. What do you drive, Jamie? What are you driving?
Now I'm driving a Honda Odyssey,
Ooh,
2010.
Okay. Is that the minivan?
It's the minivan.
Oh, how's the
Very
handling?
comfortable.
How's the handling?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful car.
Okay. How many
But I
kids?
was
How many
driving
kids
at
do you have, Jamie?
I've got 6 kids and 7 grandchildren now.
Oh, bless your heart, Jamie. Jamie. It's just you and Elon Musk left having kids on this planet.
I'm trying. I'm doing my part.
Okay, good. All right, what happened? Tell me your story.
So I was driving a 2004 Honda Accord at the time,
Okay.
and I was doing my courier. I was going fast down René Lévesque, and the light turned yellow, and I'm pretty far from the intersection, but I'm looking. Like you go through the intersection, you just got to make sure there's no cars going through, and I burnt the red light.
Oh.
Yeah, I went through the red light, and as I hit the intersection, I seen a police officer right in the front of the line. So I pulled over immediately. I grabbed my papers, and I came out of the car, and I put my hands on the hood like I was going to be under arrest.
What?
Yes. He didn't even have a chance to turn his lights on. He came out the car, and I said, guilty, guilty, guilty. I went through the red light. Don't give me a lecture, just give me the ticket. And he was laughing. He was laughing. And he said, okay, listen, I'm going to give you a break, but I'm going to just check to make sure that your license is good, and I'll let you go on a warning this time. And he checked my license. I was good, and he let me go.
Wow. So you had to put on a bit of a display there. There was some drama involved.
Yes. I didn't think I was going to get away with it like that. I just wanted to get the ticket and go fast. I was in a rush.
There is something to be said, Jamie, right? I'm sure police officers, they have seen everything. They have heard every excuse. They have combative people that just, even when they know the person's in the wrong, people that fight back at every single moment. And you know what? I bet you just got him and say, hey, you know what? There's someone who's at least owning up to what they did.
That's exactly what he said. At least you're honest. You didn't start with any bullshit. And he said bullshit. Oh, I shouldn't say that on the radio.
You
He didn't start with any bull, and he said, I'm going to give you a break.
Jamie, apologize for the salty language, but we appreciate your call, okay?
I apologize to everybody listening.
Right.
It will happen again.
Jamie,
have a good day.
Great story, Jamie. Thanks for calling.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Jamie in Pierrefonds there. All right, my lines are lit up on traffic court. Let's try and get to as many of you as possible. John is in Laval. What happened to you, John? What are you driving?
I'm just driving a regular GMC car.
A regular GMC car. I got to tell you, if you can't come to this courtroom with specifics, there's no chance the judge is going to believe you.
Okay, it's a Caprice Classic. It's an older car.
Thank you. And that's a respectable answer, and that's a beautiful car. John, continue.
I was just driving on the auto road. This is an infraction that happened about 5 months ago. There was a car following me. It was like an unmarked. It was just a regular little unmarked police car, another family car, nothing special. It was a Hyundai. The policeman, when I finally got the summons like 5 months later, et cetera, in there was a DVD. On the DVD, there was a little film that he had taken with his cell phone. He was following me with his cell phone, and the cell phone went down to his speedometer, showing that I was doing 140. And that's the infraction that I got.
Wow. That was the proof against you, was that video.
Right, but that's it. But it was held. It wasn't with a radar gun or anything like this. It was with his speedometer in his car. It was, like I said, a Hyundai. And I was just wondering, with the rules and regulations, is it okay to use your cell phone for that when it's not okay? It's not legal for people to use the cell phone. I was wondering, are police? How will that stand
Well,
out?
listen, police officers, they've got laptops in their cars, right? And they can operate laptops while they're driving, just so you know. Like, those rules don't apply here. What I think you've got to do here, even if you were dinged with a radar gun, right?
Yes.
You could actually say, hey, I want proof the radar gun was calibrated, that this training has been done properly. Like, those are things you can argue. Good luck, by the way, with most judges trying to go down that pathway, but you can argue it. Now, here, this is interesting. Because, you may have a decent argument that, like, wait a minute, Your Honor, we know for a fact that some of these speedometers are off by 10 kilometers or 10%, that kind of stuff. So if my ticket's for 140, well, I'm sorry, you have no proof that it's 140. You just don't. Like, that's not good enough. I would try it, honestly, John, if that's the evidence, not radar, but video of their speedometer just following you.
I was just wondering, is he allowed? He's allowed, obviously, to use his cell phone, which is one hand, which is illegal for most citizens in Quebec. You're not allowed to use a handheld device while you're driving.
Listen, I'm just a radio host. Maybe you want to talk to one of the various outlets that do this kind of thing for a living to go on that. But I'll tell you that this is different from radar. This is something where you're like, wait a minute. Actually, these speedometers, they're known to play fast and loose with actual speed. No speedometer is truly accurate. Some are fast, some are slow, by the way. So maybe you're even going faster, but you simply don't know. And I don't think that's good enough for court of law. But I could be wrong. Jonathan, you fight that sucker and tell us how it goes, okay?
Okay, thank you.
There you go, Jonathan. And by the way, if the judge asks you what car you have, just don't say, well, some general GMC vehicle. Own it, John. Own it. Let me go to Gary, who he's got a speeding ticket to tell us about. Hey, Gary.
Hi.
What happened to you, Gary? What do you drive?
Well, at the time, I was driving my Chevy 2 Nova with a V8 327 engine.
Oh, you had a Chevy Nova with a V8 engine?
1970. That was at the time I got the ticket.
Okay. Okay, this must be a big ticket if it has stuck with you for 50 years.
Yeah, it actually has. I was driving to Toronto. I was on the 401, and I had just installed my new 8-track tape deck in the car, listening to the mamas and the papas, and I completely lost my sense of speed. So I went over the top of a hill, and I see the OPP car sitting there. I looked at my speedometer. I was going 85 miles an hour. In those days, it was miles.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, and the speed limit in those days was 65 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just knew I was guilty, so I went down the hill and pulled over to the side before the cop even put his lights on. He comes down, license, registration, and I said, look, I know. He says, you pulled over before you saw me. I said, yeah. He says, I have never seen anything like that in my life. I said, well, I'm guilty. He says, I'm going to do you a favor. He says, I'm going to put down 66 miles an hour. Because in those days, if you were caught 85, you had to go to court right there and then.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I survived, and I learned my lesson.
1 mile over the limit in 1970. What was that? $4 the ticket?
No, I think it was probably about $20 or something like that. Hey, there's Mama.
Hey.
Mama Cass.
Gary, listen, I hate artificial intelligence and all these AI videos, but I tell you what, if you went one afternoon, you go one of these AI programs and you write in the story, me and my Chevy Novo V8, I'm on the highway, here's what happened, and say make a video of it, including this song, I think it would be pretty groovy.
That's a great idea.
Gary, thanks very much for the call. Man, my lines are lit up. I'm not going to have time for everyone. But let's go to Mark in Rosemount. 2-minute warning, Mark.
Mike, how are you?
I'm good. You got 2 minutes to tell me your story. What are you driving?
It'll be faster. 1999, I was going to for supper with my wife, okay? And I made a U-turn on a street, like on a main street, because I made a mistake. I said, I'm going to go down this street. Lo and behold, there's a police officer standing at dusk, standing there with his flashlight telling me to stopped the car. I said, oh, here we go. I'm going to get a ticket. He asks for my license, takes it, goes inside the car, and I notice he's not doing anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
Opens the door, comes back out, gives me back my license, and he says, Mark, you remember me? We were in the same class together. Elias, I couldn't remember him.
Oh, no.
Your face looks familiar. He said, anyway, he says, Elias, to this day, I forget his name that he told me. But he said, watch out. Next time, he said, well, you're not going to hit me here, probably.
Did you fake it a bit, Mark? You're like, oh, my God, of course I remember you.
I said, oh, my God. I said, your face looks familiar. I said, yeah, remember Leslie B. Pearson High School? I said, oh, my God. I said, what a small world. He said, just be careful next time. He said,
oh, that's amazing.
That's amazing. What's the chance of that happening? It's unbelievable.
Mark, thanks for the call. Hey, listen, a lot of stories this morning about people getting off their tickets, which is fun to hear that. I'm sorry I can't get to everyone this morning, okay? So Chanilal and to Dave, please call back next week. Maybe we can keep your number here, but we'll try and get you on a future edition of Traffic Court because we got swamped with the calls. Appreciate all your interest.
The newest tracks. Let's go. New music. And the next big thing.
Always on the new music first.
Your first place to hear it all.
'Cause you gon' like it, love it, wanna play it twice. Playing now.
iHeart New Music. Your digital station for brand new drops, fresh finds, and tomorrow's bangers.
I think we need something new.
Discover iHeart New Music. Always fresh, always first. Stream now on the free iHeartRadio app.